Abraham, how do I increase focus and attention span? Focus is the name of the game, isn't it? We want to draw your attention to the focus of feeling, however. Esther's been spending some time in the last few days with a new camera that some dear people just showed up at her house with, put it together right before her eyes. It's a nice camera with some really good lenses, and it stands on a tripod, and the tripod stands on some rollers. And Esther has a big space with big windows that she can roll around and point that camera at things. And what she's noticing about focus, this is the part that we most want you to hear. She cannot see the whole world through that camera. The lenses are not that good. She didn't even get a very good shot of the moon the other night. The lens is not that good. But what she discovered is that as she stands in her now, there's a steady stream of things that catch her attention that she wants to focus on. This new camera has sort of enlivened that awareness. And she's noticing that as she stands expectant of something lovely to show up for her to focus on and capture for a moment, but there's no end to the loveliness that shows up. Some years ago, when Jerry and Esther first moved to Texas, they moved into a little house. They rented it, and in the front yard was a great, big, very old oak tree. The only thing standing out there in that big front yard. And Jerry said, as they were sitting one day looking at it, Esther, look at that tree. It just stands there, and everything that is important to it comes to it. And Esther basked with Jerry in a moment of, it was a law of attraction moment. Whatever the tree wants just comes. And Esther argued with that a little bit because she wants more to come to her than apparently that tree wanted. She's willing to move about, and as she moves about, let more things come to her. That's why her consciousness is focused in this human body and not in that tree. So as Esther is focusing, standing in her living room, she noticed that an endless stream of lovely things just showed up. And so she took a picture of a particular high surf on the ocean. And she caught a glimpse of a big crane that swooped up from the valley below and onto her roof, but she wasn't fast enough. And then she saw a flock of birds, hundreds of birds, circling around in the sky, and she watched them and focused her lens upon them and did her best to track them. She's new at this. And they would go in and out of her frame and in and out of her frame. But she took such delight in how they moved and how her eyes could follow them and how she didn't need to capture a picture of them. But something about wanting to capture a picture of them made her look for them. As she began to think about how she could just stand in this one spot and enough could come into her focus to keep her living happily ever after. Because you can focus as broadly or as specifically as you decide. And wherever you are standing and into whatever atmosphere you are looking, its ability to expand, to surprise and delight you, is unlimited. And then an awareness came to Esther. It is that no matter where I am, I have the ability to focus in a way that is pleasing to me. And it made her want to stand in more moments looking for more positive aspects in more of those moments. It's so easy to stand in a place longing for all of the times you've been focused instead of just enjoying this one, or longing for all of the places that you used to be able to be instead of just enjoying this one, or longing for all of the conversations that you've had with all of the people when of course you could be focused upon just this one. Your ability to focus and your ability to feel satisfaction are inextricably tied together. You have to desire to feel good. And it is our promise to you that no matter what moment in time you stand in, or no matter where you are, or no matter who's around, this moment in time has the wherewithal to bring you into the satisfaction that you would call ecstasy, strong focus in this moment. Focus and law of attraction are best friends. Focus and emotions are best friends. These are cooperative components that you now have knowledge about. Yearning has nothing to do with in the now focus. Here you stand in every moment with the ability to focus yourself into delight, and yet you yearn for something that isn't in your range of seeing right now. Why would you do that? Teach yourself your ability to focus yourself into pleasure, no matter how narrow or broad your view is in this moment. And what you will come to see is that, like this camera lens that Esther can zero in or pull back, that you have the ability to be as broad in your view or as narrow in your view. And in all of it, there is the potential, the capacity for indescribable pleasure. Now, we can't make you believe that. Oh, but we want you to. It is our expectation for you. And when it is yours, the deliciousness of your life will be indescribable. Your desire to communicate it with others will hold you back, because each of you stand in your absolute, personal, and unique moment of focus in time, in every conversation, in every sentence, in every relationship, in every view through every camera lens, in every memory, in every anticipation. In other words, you are so unique. And you have a partner. You have an inner being who is your partner, who knows your heart, your truest desire, your strongest intentions, who has attracted, by virtue of non-resistant focus, the ingredients of endless satisfying moments for you. Some of you experienced mind expansion far beyond the words we spoke or the words you heard. Some of you received the pure vibrational essence of what we offered just now. Some of you were up to speed with that.